Hey guys, welcome back to Cube 3. My name's Sandy, and today we're going to be looking at the Globular Cluster PlayStation VR Comfort Kit. Now, this came to my attention through a couple of people on Twitter talking about what makes a PSVR comfortable. And so the company very nicely agreed to send us a sample for review. So what this offers PlayStation VR users is enhanced comfort pads. So they replace the default padding on PSVR2. First off, the branding on the box, very nice. And this is what we have inside. So let's go through it piece by piece. So first of all, we have the mount for the front pads. Then we have the big back pad. So this goes against the back of your head, just like that. And that's where the branding for the company is as well. Now it's preloaded with a rubber patch, and underneath that is a set of gel pads to keep you nice and cool, which anyone who has used the PSVR2 before will tell you the standard pads do not. I need to use two hands to put the pad back on, mind you. There we go. Then we have our actual pad selection. So we have a full leather type one, which is very soft. We have a more breathable, sweat resistant, absorbent pad. There is Velcro in the box, keeping them in place. Then we have the front pads. So we've got our sweat resistant one, we've got our fake leather one, which is actually very soft. And then we have our sort of gel cooling pad one. And finally, in here we have the on top of your head support. So that sits between the two pads over here to keep you nice and still. We have a tool, probably necessary to get the old pads off. And of course, the instructions. So I'm just going to quickly run through the installation and I will catch up with you once I've started. Okay then, so now I have the front headband off and the back headband off, and it was relatively easy to do. As you can see here, there are a lot of little connectors to go through, and I believe I did it all in a way that didn't break any. It looks like it. So the next step is to attach the different panels. So I will get installing and then we will reconvene again. Okay, and that's them installed. Obviously I can still swap out the type of pads that are on it. So let me pick one for the front. So as you can see here, I can can line it up. We have this piece of Velcro here. Okay. And now we have that grey pad in. So, the question is, how does it actually feel on? Let's find out, shall we? Well, I can honestly say that is significantly less forceful. It doesn't feel like it's pushing into my forehead or into the back of my head. As you can see, hopefully. I can't see anything, so I'm just guessing. This pad here sort of hugs the back of your head. Then you have the top strap, which kind of just stops everything from moving around. And then you've got this nice soft front pad protecting your forehead, so hopefully eliminating that red line you get when you play PlayStation VR. Or I do, but then I have no hair, so there is that. It does make the VR feel very comfortable. Obviously, I'll need to test it out and see what it's like in gameplay. Didn't feel like it was moving at all, so hopefully it helps you sort of stick that nice clear spot more easily and keep it in focus. So what I'm going to do is have a little play around with the VR, and then I'll come back and I'll update the end of this video with my thoughts. So how does the Globular Cluster CMP2 improve the PlayStation VR then? Well, now that I've played some games and given my head a good shake, honestly, it makes it so much more comfortable to wear. Something about losing that kind of air pocket and replacing it with nice soft foam and gel and cooling things, and it just makes it so much nicer to wear. I actually felt like I could get the headset closer to my eyes as well. So for games like Resident Evil, it felt like I had a bit more field of view. There's not really a huge downside other than, well, it costs money, obviously, and you have to be careful when you're installing it so that you don't damage the original pads, especially if you ever need to send your PlayStation VR2 back for repairs. Yeah, in conclusion, there's basically no reason why you shouldn't go and get a Globular Cluster CMP2 if you have a PSVR2. It improves the quality of the device, it's easy to install, and it's comfortable for ages. It does indeed remove the line that gets drawn on your forehead. It obviously replaces it with a couple of red marks, but they're much lighter, so they go away faster. And yeah, I mean, I sat and played Resident Evil, the one that's a sequel to Job Simulator, and I played some Gorn, which is, you know, there's a lot of movement, a lot of high speed swinging and moving around, and yeah, the VR did not move in the slightest other than the actual front jiggle, which you can't get rid of. And in Horizon Call of the Mountain, it really just resulted in everything feeling a bit more solid. So, what do I rank the CMP2? I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And that's all for this Cube video. Catch you in the next one.